Hi, everybody. It's Coach Janice, and today I want to cover what we believe is the most incredible resource out there on keto, low carb, and that is Diet Doctor. In fact, we believe so strongly in this resource that we have made it a part of our low carb boot camp, what is included in that, as well as what's included in our keto reboot. But I feel like as you get started, or even if you've been on there for a while, knowing how to navigate both the website as well as their app that you can have on your phone can be very helpful. So today I'm going to break this down into two parts. The first, I'm going to show the website and kind of how to get around that and what's available. And then I'm going to just show briefly the app and some of the neat things that they're adding to that as they continue to expand what is available. So here I'm going to bring you to my homepage of Diet Doctor. So when you first sign on, this is what you will find. And as you navigate around, anytime you want to get back to the homepage, you just click this D right here in the center, and that takes you back to the home page. Now, what you will notice is that the homepage is broken up into several different sections of some of kind of their key areas that people like to visit. So now this just changed. When I was on this morning, this had breakfast ideas, and now I come and it's got lunch ideas, which is awesome. And so it will give you some recipes that you could look at. The next kind of section, they'll have the latest news and the latest of what they have just put onto the Diet Doctor site. What I love about here is like especially with the podcasts, I love to listen to their podcasts, and I'm always wondering, I wonder if there's a new one up or if I've listened to all of them. Well, this is just right away I can see. No, I haven't listened to this one, so I'm going to make sure and do that. And anytime that you're looking at like the latest that's on there, they'll give you like the top ones, but there's always a view all button that you can click on and see the other things that have also been added. They have a little section for Learn, where especially as you're getting started, the educational pieces and videos and guides and everything they have on here are just amazing. So here are just some of the ones there. And again, you can hit the view all and see what else is there. Meal plans and recipes are a big part of Diet Doctor, and they've got thousands of recipes. And meal plans, they have some that are already done and you can create your own, but they also have where they will personalize meal plans for you. And so you can do that here. You will fill out like a questionnaire, what kind of foods you like, what foods you don't like, and they will come up with a meal plan that includes the shopping list and everything. So that's huge. Here they have this thing broken down into recipe collection. So if you have like some chicken and you're wondering what to make, you can come here and go to chicken and come up with all the different recipes, that are, with chicken. They have family-friendly recipes. High protein, we've talked a lot about, prioritizing our protein. So that's another way you can find some recipes quickly. Get healthy section. Again, many people come for the weight loss, but stay for the health benefits. And these are just some of the health benefits of keto, low carb. The last couple sections, overcoming struggles, just a quick way, if you're like struggling with a weight stall, or, here, like you want to, go out, quick link to some of the guides and some of maybe the podcasts they have on it or whatever. And the last thing are their programs that they have. So they've got a great 2-week get started program with the recipes and shopping lists. They have Keto with Christy, and that's a 5-week program where you get some additional tips and emails, and then the 10-week program. So those are things to look into. So that's just the home page. Now over here, these 3 lines on the very upper left, that's your main menu as far as getting to the other parts of the website. And they're pretty self-explanatory, and I would just take some time to look through, like with the diets, you can see the low carb, keto, so spend some time exploring that. Weight loss, again, some of their guides for, if you're there just for the weight loss. Meal plans, recipes, health, again, if you are really interested, and especially I feel like it's great information if you have friends or family members who suffer with any of this and you just want some more information, either to arm yourself with more knowledge or to give them. Great resource there. And then all of the videos, we know that there's video courses and movies and different things like that. And here's a place that you can just click down there and find all the things they have. News, it's kind of what's latest. They cover that. And so when you go there, you'll just kind of see what's new on Diet Doctor as well. If there's ever anything out in the news, they'll usually cover their take on something, especially if it's something kind of against keto or whatever. And the programs and support, one thing under here that they again got those programs that they offer. One thing that's really interesting is there's a button down here called For Clinicians. And I think a lot of people feel like, well, I'm not a clinician, and they don't ever search that tab. But I got to tell you, there are some great things here for a couple of reasons. One is if you do have a doctor who, is skeptical of keto, or maybe, after you go and show them some of your results, is kind of interested, this is a great place to send a physician. A lot of great resources here. And, they kind of even have a guide for skeptical doctors. But down here, there's some great patient education resources. And this is like where we got that target protein range PDF that we have shared. There's some, a guide for substitutes for favorite food. It's great. So these are things that you have access to them, but many people don't explore it because they're not technically a clinician. So that's your main menu over here. Here's your search button. And again, when you come up here, they'll have like some of the popular thing people search. But as you search, like suppose you were interested on keto and cancer, I could search for cancer. And when I hit the search button, you're going to see that it kind of defaults to recipes. So, and there's not a lot of recipes that have cancer in them. And so if I hit all, now you'll see where the articles and the different things about cancer come up. So always make note that, if you search for something and nothing comes up that seems relevant, it may be searching recipes. So just take that to note. Here is my tracking. I'm going to cover that a little bit on the app because it's when you track on the app that it's going to show up here on the web page. So at this point, I haven't found that to be working, but that will change because I know they're constantly working on this. The last thing here is this shopping list. And the thing I love about this shopping list tab is that when you, suppose I search, I want to make those keto mozzarella meatballs, because those are, I'm going to make sure I spell mozzarella right, but these keto Italian meatballs with mozzarella. So when I go to that recipe, so I'm going to scroll down here and it's going to say add to shopping list. So now it's added it up here to my shopping list. So I can go up here and I can scroll down and edit my shopping list. So I can say, well, I have eggs, don't need to get eggs, and I've got butter and olive oil. But, I need these other things. And so you can create a shopping list, just even if you only use 3 of the recipes from the Diet Doctor website, you can create a shopping list just with those those recipes. And then right here also will be the recipes that you use to create that shopping list. So it's just great one-stop shop for making your recipes, and then the shopping lists that go with them. So that's really a quick rundown on the website. Now what I'd like to do is I've got just a real brief slideshow to show you on the app. Now, it was in the past that the app was pretty much just recipes, and which was great. I loved at the grocery store being able to go, oh, I want to make the keto mozzarella meatballs. And so I could go on my app and see the recipe, whatever. Well, they continue to expand what's available on the app. And so I want to briefly walk through what is on the app. And this is included in the Plus membership with Diet Doctor. And it's your same login information as you get to the app. So the first thing is this bottom button down here. That's your home page. And again, it's going to be similar to the home page on the website in that they have just a quick areas of some of the areas that people like to visit the most. So they'll have, if you are currently on one of their meal plans, it'll have your next meal listed. It'll have the visual guides that are helpful for seeing, like, nuts, the carbs in the nuts or the dairy, those kind of things. Get started, some of the helpful guides and information for getting started. So you can kind of see as you scroll down on that main page, the things that are available. The next button down there on the bottom is the recipe. It's where your recipes, your meal plans, all the food is on that one. So if you go there, again, you'll see the latest recipes that you've searched for. Sometimes they'll feature a meal plan. If you're currently using a meal plan, that'll be on there. You can also search for foods based on cooking time. So if you have like a short amount of time, you can actually look for recipes that are 15 minutes or less to cook. So all that is under the recipe, that icon there. Then over here, this is where I showed you on the website, but this is they now are including a place where you can track your weight. So if you go there, you can enter your weight and you can enter as often as you want, whether daily or weekly or whatever, and then it'll keep a graph of your progress with your weight. So if that's something that interests you, it's now available on the app. And I do know that they are working on having other things that you're going to be able to track on the app as well. So stay tuned. The last icon is the connect button. Now, this is kind of one of the things that's still in the beta testing, but they have always had a Facebook Diet Doctor group, and they are slowly dissolving that and moving entirely over to this connect group that's on your app. And so when you go to that, you will see that they have an explore groups button up at the top. And these are the different groups that they have that you can choose to join. You don't have to join all of them. You could join one or two. And then as you join the group, each group kind of has a different purpose. So if you are doing keto and you want to ask questions and see what people are talking about, doing strictly 20 carbs or less, you'll want to join the keto group. They have a Dear Doc section. This is really interesting. You can ask questions, medical questions, and they are answered by Dr. Andreas and Dr. Brett Scher. So it's interesting to go on there and you can see what other questions other people are asking. Now, they're not going to monitor medications and those type of things, but they give some great advice when you have questions like that. There's a group strictly for high protein if you're looking at really upping your protein. So I've kind of joined that group because I'm really interested in, that science and what that's, kind of evolving. So that's the connect part of the app, which I think is pretty exciting. So that's what I have for you. I hope that you will spend some time, if you haven't, exploring more and more what's coming on the Diet Doctor website and app. And let me know. They are always looking for other things that they can be doing to improve their site to make it more user-friendly or really offering people what it is that they want in the site. So let me know, and I will get those suggestions off for you. So hope you enjoyed that and have a great day.